We bought our dream project that we found abandoned in the plane bunker. And when we saw it, well, we knew we had to buy it. But we really didn't know what we were getting into.
Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of building our 1956 Volkswagen Beetle. So first of all we need to inspect what's really up with the car, and one of the main things is the damage. Parts, the engine, and little bits of rust, which actually isn't that bad.
So first we needed to get the car into the garage. The problem was the damage was so bad that the wheels was rubbing on one of the wings, so we had to take it off to get it into the garage.
Off it comes.
Yeah!
Where did I put it?
And then we revealed our first surprise. But more on that later. Let's get it in the garage. With help from a third pair of hands, we managed to get the Beetle into its new home. And just like that, we rolled the Beetle in.
Right, guys, now we've got the majority of the panels off, we can now really start assessing the damage. And it is crumpled a lot. You can just see right here. And if I just show you down below, had a massive impact there.
We also had to take the front bumper off as it was really damaged. And with a little bit of pulling and tugging, it was off. And then we were rolling.
Oh, this is kind of like semi-painful. But I know they've got to go.
And due to some bodged wiring, they did have to go. And after a lot more cutting and snapping, we finally removed the ancient wires. And then we moved on to the cabin, which revealed some more shoddy workmanship. We then removed the tunnel insulation. We had to wear gloves and masks because it was so filthy. Definitely wasn't our favourite job. And then, well, it was time for a big boy, the engine. But before that, there was one thing we needed. Jackstand, extra large jackstands. Using these extra large jackstands, we were able to lift the car high enough to drop the engine and pull it out. And because of the damage on the rear valance, we then realised something.
Right now, the real problem is that the exhaust is bottoming out on the rear valance.
This was a bad thing, as we had to move the engine rearwards to disconnect it from the gearbox. We were ready to take the engine off after we removed the heat shield and the exhaust. And with a little bit more of tugging, pulling and adjusting, the engine was finally out. And with my dad sweating, it was another goal that we could tick off. And now it's time to give the Beetle its first wash. Due to the car being abandoned for such a long time and being from Sudan, it was super dirty and dusty. We needed to give it a big wash inside and outside. We first went to the drivetrain where we found that everything was just covered in dirt. And we quickly realised that a big wash really helped us out. And the outside of this Beetle was pretty straightforward.
This is filthy as anything.
But the insides, well, that was just a different story. For some reason there was so much dirt and we needed to get it out.
Can you open the door?
And after cleaning the floor and removing the insulation, we now know what we're working with.
And that, well, highlighted a lot of things.
And it was bad. They have literally stuck a new panel on with sealant.
And not to mention all of the holes that were scattered everywhere. And all the dodgy well patches like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this bad boy.
That looks like a lot of work.
So what is our conclusion on the car? And how bad was it?
Bad. Well, worse than we thought. And the parts list, well, that just keeps on growing. But who cares? It's an oval, right? Join us next time when we dig a little deeper and attempt to take the body off the chassis.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe.